All right, real quick, I just want to explain how it's now Monday, and last Friday afternoon, I called up Francesa to tell him about just, and granted, I didn't articulate it very well, but I was trying to say that I believe there was a connection between the Sandy Alderson hire and this front office that the Mets just compiled and put together here. There was a connection between that and what's now going on with Madoff and the money, the court case, and Will Pons being in trouble with that financially, that there was a connection there, and that Bud Selig kind of planted Alderson there for a reason. And, of course, Mike told me I was way off base, his words, but we'll listen to that.
I mean, they've been in the top four most years. I think they're trying. I don't think it's like the Mets are putting the money in their pocket, not trying. I don't think that's fair, that they're not trying to win. I think they are trying to win. I don't think they've done a good job of it, but they're trying. Dave in Atlantic City, what's up, Dave?
Hey, Mike. I just want to tell you what I think of this. I know you'll probably dismiss it. Well, you will dismiss it.
See, this is where I go wrong. Why do I have to, attach a preamble to everything I say? Just get to the point, Dave.
But just for that, let me just throw this out there. It seems to me that maybe they're in a little bit more trouble. I mean, especially given the Mets history and knowing the Mets almost cursed-like history here. Maybe the Wilpons are in a little bit more trouble here. They saw this coming down the pike. They know that depending on the way this case goes, they may really be on the hook here for way more money than they think. And they went to Selig and they kind of told some people, you look at this front office they compiled here. This very impressive, now well-compensated front office with very, ties to the league office. I mean, right or wrong. And the league doesn't want to go into the business of running a team. God forbid it ever came to that. They're already doing that with the Nationals, right? So almost like an AIG or a company who's in trouble, but the government, or in this case,
I know I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about, but just let me keep talking, Mike.
I think you're way.
Let me keep talking, Mike.
I'll tell you why you're way off base. It's $1 billion. It's not. This is not the Kansas City Royals. This is a franchise that is worth $1 billion. It's a franchise that also is linked to SNY. Now, unless you can tell me that they
Mike, you cut me off, so he cuts me off, tells me I'm way off base. Fast forward. Not even 3 days later.
That. And I'm not saying people won't try to find out what he knew, but I just said that's not Picard's motivation. Picard's motivation is
and this is Monday afternoon. Mike's show for Monday afternoon. Here comes another guy to call up named Joe.
Joe on the call phone. What's up, Joe?
Let's hear what he has to say to Joe.
Hey, Mike. How you doing today?
How are you?
Good. I'm kind of wondering about Sandy Alderson at this point. It's like, how would he get involved with a team?
Very good question.
Very good question.
I have a very bad feeling about the whole Sandy Alderson thing right now.
Kind of like the feeling I had on Friday when I tried to tell you about it.
I'd like to know if Sandy Alderson's contract right now stipulates he gets paid if there's a change in ownership.
Oh, what about
that would be interesting. Wouldn't that be telling if Sandy Alderson's contract stated that he gets paid in full if there's a change in ownership?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that would mean the commissioner put him in there knowing that there was a good chance that was going to happen.
Great, you just stole my thunder.
Yeah, see, the commissioner's hands are not clean in this either right now. You know that, and what the commissioner knew or didn't know. If Sandy Alderson's contract states, if it does, and I don't know that it does, but if it states he gets paid in full if there's a change in ownership, you know that he came in under those pretenses.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's like, first off, Sandy Alderson has all these connections with Major League Baseball.
Absolutely, could have put him in a sweetheart position, couldn't he have? How about if he's here 8 months and he gets paid for 3 or 4 years?
I think that works out pretty well.
Yeah, I agree with you. That one needs to be declared right now. If I had a question for the Mets and Alderson, that's the question I would ask right now. Does he get paid? Does he get paid in full if there's a change in ownership? If he does, then the commissioner put him in a job based on that.
And also, maybe it's possible that Major League Baseball knew that this was coming and that they put
at the very least.
I don't think there's any question. I don't think there's any question that Bud knew what the storm was. I don't think there's any question.
Dave's way off base on Friday, but now he doesn't think there's any question.
Reasons. One, that it could have been very good for Sandy Alderson, where he might make a lot of money in a very short amount of time. Not the first time that happened. Hezonja did that to Bill Parcells. I mean, he did that to him, and if it was a change in ownership, he was protected. That might have been something that was just done now. If that's done, then the commissioner knew something.
I know.
And hey, listen, do you have any doubt the commissioner knew something?
I don't. But
Neither do I.
Something was up.
You did on Friday, Mike.
I had to know what was going on.
Well, I think the commissioner wanted a strong hand running the Mets right now, and I think he put Sandy Alderson in place for that reason.
That was my whole point.
Yeah,
Fat man.
I totally agree with you.
Yes, thanks for the call. I think there's no question now Alderson with the commissioner makes you think the commissioner knew what was going on. Absolutely. I find that looks like a no-brainer. Now, to what extent, I don't know. But I think he wanted a guy that he thought could be a strong hand through very turbulent waters. A well-respected guy, a guy who's got a good baseball reputation.
Absolutely.
And again, also, like I said, if it's a job where Sandy Alderson gets paid, if there's a change of ownership where he has it in his contract, that he's free to leave and he gets a ton of money, he gets all the money guaranteed, if there's a change of ownership, then there could, hey. If
hey,
that's
what?
True, I don't know
what are you saying, Mike? What are you saying? What are you saying? Come on, Mike. Come on. Spit it out, buddy. Come on. Oh, my God. You can't say it. He can't say it, but you know what he's thinking, everyone. You know what he's thinking. Hate to say it, Mike, but you don't miss Mad Dog per se, but you miss somebody. You need a second voice, buddy. Second voice to kind of keep you straight, keep you in line. Maybe just check you every now and then and be like, all right.